Hey, Eli here, allspiritualplaces.com, and I'm not in the greatest place to be filming, but I had this thought when I was driving and just really wanted to record something, and that is the duality of comfortability. And what the fuck does that even mean? I don't even know myself, to be honest. That just kind of came out, but basically it's putting yourself in these uncomfortable situations where you don't want to be in, but you have to be in order to grow. And what I mean by that is, a lot of the time when I'm traveling around, I don't necessarily enjoy every aspect of it, and I don't necessarily want to do some of the things that I'm doing, but I feel drawn to, guided to, compelled to, or get this intuitive hit, however you want to call it, where in order for me to progress to the person that I want to become, in order to level up in the ways that I want, I need to do this. And the first instance that really was the case when I was traveling in Japan, and I was isolated for a lot of the time, traveling independently. It just felt that I was in my own little bubble, separate from the rest of the world, but I couldn't just pack it up and go home because there was something compelling me to keep moving forward, something that I needed to do, needed to see, needed to go through and experience or whatnot to become who I am today. And likewise, you may have something like that, and it's not necessarily just breaking out of your comfort zone just for the sake of breaking out of your comfort zone. It's this strong intuitive hit where this need, this desire to go through whatever experience that might not be the most comfortable, that might not be the smoothest, in order to grow, to acclimate your body, your physiology, to having more experiences that can open up more of the things that you want. And a lot of it is allowing, and a lot of it is just going through. And you can do this with the attitude of just, like, okay, now I've done that, now I'm done, and I can go on to the next thing. And this can be with any sort of experience that you may have. You can definitely frame your mind that to think that these experiences are always towards leveling up, which a lot of them are. But in terms of packing up your whole life in a bag and flying across the world, being in a foreign country where you don't speak the language, not really knowing what you're doing, that's a different story. That's a personal journey for you to figure out on your own whether or not that's something you need to do in order to become the person you want, in order to be able to serve the people in your life the way you want, and to show up in this high value position. And the reason this all came up is because now I kind of like where I'm living, but I have to go. Because again, it's this intuitive hit, this guidance that I'm feeling drawn to go to these other places. On the other hand, I really like having the stability of a home life, knowing where things are, knowing what places to eat at, where to go, where the best views are, where the gyms are, having transportation that's easy, and just knowing the layout and knowing people where I am that I can talk to, that I can have support from. And that's huge. And it just hit me now. I just realized this now, because before I'm always on the way out. I was always on the way out, and now I'm like, well, I like living here. Maybe I don't want to go. But in order to really serve you, the people that I want to, in order to serve myself, in order to honor my own integrity, it's something that I have to do. And that doesn't mean that I can't come back. If I do come back, things will be different. It just means that I need to put certain other parts of my life on hold in order to level up in the ways that I want to level up. And all of this is for All Spiritual Places Blessing and All Spiritual Places to embody these energies from these spiritual places all around the world, to be able to share that with clients and with other people who want it, so they don't have to get these pure energies from these places of these spiritual pilgrimages and pass that on along. It's definitely going to be uncomfortable. I'm not in a comfortable situation here anyway, so I guess I got to be uncomfortable for a little bit. And you can too. And it's just, what is it that you have to go through today, in the coming future, in the coming days, weeks, months, whatever, that might be a little uncomfortable, but that's going to yield all these rewards that you want, that you're going for. And it's okay to think long term as opposed to short term. It's okay to be uncomfortable for a little bit, not forever. It's only temporary, but everything is always temporary. And the rewards are so worth it. So I encourage you to sit down, write a few things out about what you want, how you want to become in the world, how you want to level up in the world, and who you want to show up as, and the value that you want to give. And then what do you have to do for that? And is that going to make you uncomfortable? And are you willing to be a little uncomfortable in order to get the things you want?